Hello, this is part 2 of my video lessons on how to play the pan flute. I hope that you've watched part 1 because it has important information there that you need to know. Now, in part 1 I was explaining how to get a proper sounding note on the pan flute, so we won't worry to go back in any more of that again. We'll just continue on into the other things that I have to show you. Now, when it comes to playing a song, you need to be able to incorporate certain techniques in the playing of the song, which is going to make it sound like something. And some of these techniques would include how to articulate notes, how to bend notes, how to produce a vibrato, and how to make semitones. Okay? Without further ado, and because of time concerns, I want to cut out the verbiage and go directly into showing how these things go. So first of all, about articulating notes. When you're playing, there are like 3 ways to articulate the note. You can either slur it, or you could play it in a sort of staccato fashion, or somewhere between the two. Now, when you slur a note, it means that you go softly from one note to the next, okay? And it would sound something like this. Okay, the one note just glides nicely into the other. But sometimes you want to be able to sharpen the note and make notes more distinct one from the other. And in that way, you do something. You will use what you call a T song, like t, 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 so that instead of playing the note softly, it will go like this. Understand? And then there's a something in between the two, which I would call the P song, P, P, like that, and it will go like this. See? That is somewhere between the slur and from the staccato, somewhere between the two. And it's just produced like that. The slur just is, as you play, the staccato song will be as you play, and the other one would be a little bit softer. Of course, when you're playing a song, you don't use one style or the other. It's usually always a combination of the whole lot. Good. So that's about articulating notes. Now, the next thing to do that you want to learn to be able to do is how to bend a note. Well, bending a note and getting a semitone is actually is actually about the same thing. It's just how you might use it, right? If you are playing a song and the melody line has a semitone in it, well, then you have to make the semitone. But if you're playing a song and it doesn't have a semitone in it, but you just want to put feeling and expression into it, you do what you would call bend the note. And you bend the note simply by tilting the flute. Here we go. Right? So just how you might bend the note like that, and I'm going to demonstrate bending the note when I play a song for you soon. You can start the note off by bending the note and coming into it. So you will go like this. all that bending. Good? Now, next we come to vibrato. Well, for me, there are three ways to produce vibrato. One would be from contracting your diaphragm. The next would be a mouth or a jaw movement. And the third is shaking the flute. Let's see how these here work. First of all, a vibrato off of the diaphragm. It will go like this. In jerks, eh? Good. You can vibrate your mouth. Yeah, or you could shake the instrument. You usually would shake it down on the small end. Okay, beginning to get the idea? Good. And the other thing would be a semitone. Well, you know some songs have semitones. A semitone is a half tone. You know, if you know music and you were going from C to D, there's a half tone between C and D, right? Some songs you play have half tones in them. And you get the half tone, at least I get the half tone, simply by tilting the flute. Now, if you go up on the internet and read various instructions and so forth, you read some all sorts of stuff up there. And what can I tell you? Some people tell you to pull the flute down a little bit on your jaw. Some people tell you to drop your jaw, all that kind of thing. All I do is tilt the flute. Right? Watch it, look. This is the note D, and I'm going to go from D to D flat. Huh? It's as simple as that. If you want to drop your jaw and drop the flute and all that sort of thing, you know, when it comes to playing music and this kind of thing, you know, nothing is cast in concrete. It's what works for you, you know. And as far as I'm concerned, and it will work for you too, just tilt the flute, right? Good. Well, let's see where we are with time. Oh goodness me, we are running out of time. So I'm going to have to stop here, and we're going to come back on part 3 and continue. I gotta go, because if I go over 10 minutes, I gotta do it all over again. So let us shut off here for the time being and meet momentarily over on part 3. Take it easy.